Greetings, vloggers, bloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty, here at you again this week with another edition of this week's vlog. This vlog is entitled New Year, New Me. 2023 is the year for me. And that is so true because I think after so long of being, so indie, so childish like and living with my parents for 33 years, and then automatically going into a state of being unwell for approximately 3.5 to 4 years, I'm finally at a point in my mental health journey and in my autistic journey that I can actually be myself, be who I want to be, and actually continue to grow even further in my journey. This week alone has had its own series of achievements and milestones and even graduations that I am very proud of. Makes me very proud of myself and want to pat myself on the back. It's been a very successful week and very successful period, that where we've got today. And I think, I can say that, it's taken me the 3.5 years since I've been in services before I graduated through them this week, that that it's taken that long, but I think, it's been a lot of doing on my part for getting back on my feet here in my own new home 2 years ago. That was a big step, and getting the ball rolling and providing the perfect situation for me to learn and grow as an autistic adult. COVID-19 did set us back. I won't lie about that. And I think overall, it may have been the whole message that I needed to hear to at least get the ball rolling almost over 3 years ago. So, I think, I really count my blessings every day, and I'm really thankful every day when my feet hit the floor that I have the opportunities that I have and that I can live the life I want to live. Now, with that being said, I think, we have to look forward into 2023 being a better year for me and taking care of my physical and mental and spiritual health. I'm already doing some of those things, and as a result, specifically, with physical and mental health, I'm seeing greater improvements in both areas. Um, as far as the physical health, I have chosen to eliminate over half of my daily soda intake. I was going anywhere from 4 to 6 liters a day of soda and sometimes regular soda to now 2 liters at most, or a little above, of just diet soda. And that is stretched out through the course of a day. And also that I have replaced what I have drank in that I'm not drinking now in the soda with water. And surprisingly enough, I can drink cold water with no problem. I've watched the news, and on the news it said to drink 12 glasses of water a day for men, and I have been doing that. 12 glasses is 96 ounces, and I'm doing very well with that. I do enjoy drinking water once I get behind and start doing it. And once I think the power has to be in the mind and actually wanting to do things like wanting to lose weight and wanting to be healthier. Yes, there are future goals for other things like exercise on my own, and having that sort of activity added to my life in a couple of weeks. We will see how that goes. But for now, I think the main thing is to focus on water and at least trying to reduce the pop and soda so that I can see a better outcome. And in fact, being about almost a week or so, not quite a week, but almost a week, I think I'm starting to see the mood regulation become much better from cutting back on the soda, let alone from the regular to the diet. Now, granted, it's not caffeine free, but at least it's a start, and I can see that the mood changes much better. I'm a much happier, free-spirited, happy person who can actually maintain himself very well. And that is a big step for me because I always want it's like it was like the medicine last year and all the way through the past 3 years. I blame things on certain things. And that was I always had this inclination that because of the medicine, and it would make me so I thought it would make me so drowsy. that in fact I needed a soda to kind of interact with the medication to keep me somewhat awake and alert. But in reality, I don't think that the part of being alert and not needing the rest. I think the rest comes in a play of having autistic burnout. And I think late last year, I accepted the fact that autistic burnout is a thing and that rest is required in order to recharge my internal battery and build up my spoons in order to take care of my personal needs, and so I can have the energy to do the things that I want to do in life. It took me a long time to accept that and even understand it as a person, as an autistic person. And eventually I did understand that. So that does help. And I now recognize that there's times that, hey, I'm just going to have to recharge my batteries. And, it's perfectly fine if I want to do that. It's also understanding that sleep is required. And, you have to recharge your batteries. You just can't be like the Energizer battery and keep running and running and running, like the commercial says. You have to recharge those batteries. And as human bodies, we are ingrained with the powers to recharge. Or, for me, I think, having the physical capability or the physical sense that my battery's drained, my spoons are about out, and hey, I need to recharge. I think that, and it's not blaming the medication, it's not blaming anything. It's the fact that as an autistic person, we expend more energy by our inner thinking, our inner brains working, and when we're tired, we're just down and out. And the best thing for us to do is to seclude ourselves and recharge our batteries so that we can be there for when we are needed. But that was also, so I think, understanding that I don't need the pop for mood regulation. Now, granted, I do like to have it once in a while, but the inkling of having it consistently and continually out of boredom is no longer a part of a plan. It is a part of understanding that it's just when I want it and not when I feel I need it. And I think for a long time, for about a long 15 or almost 20 years now, I have continually felt the need to need it, not want it. And that was a big barrier. And it wasn't even the point of realizing that I was doing it out of anger or anything like that. I think I was doing it also out of boredom and just having to emotionally feed myself. And that never is a thing. And looking forward into 2022, as I plan to lose weight, I think water not only helps in that situation, but I need to work at the emotional barriers that I face when addressing my emotional barriers of wanting to lose weight. And because I think we emotionally feed ourselves with food, and that can be a struggle because we can't, that it makes us feel good, and having food that tastes well makes us feel good. And sometimes we've got to learn just to let it go and work and focus our energy elsewhere to something positive that keeps us going. It's a thing we need to do. I'm trying to be more, adamant about doing things that do not involve food or involve food of a social nature, so that you're not continually just sitting alone and emotionally nourishing yourself to the point of oblivion. I think, you have to realize that that's important. Another thing is the fact that I have to be accountable for my food. That is helping me in my journey, because it helps me see that if I'm near my calorie limit for the day, that I need to find something constructive to do and keep my mind involved and engaged in some sort of activity. That's it's just something I have to do, regardless of how I see it. It's just it's something that helps me, and I'm not constantly in the kitchen eating or not nourishing myself properly with something that I shouldn't. It's about taking care of me and understanding me for what I need and not constantly having to be nourishing, not constantly have to be running for some soda or something that is not as healthy or is more intrusive. It is understanding the fact that, I have to learn how to best manage my time as an autistic person and how to best manage my mind. And that's a big thing. But as far as, understanding the mental health aspect of it and staying mentally well, yes, the medications help. I have admitted that, I have accepted that. And when I closed the door on 2022, I have also closed the door on the medication battle. I accept that medication is a part of life and that, I need it in order to thrive and survive well and not just barely survive when I wasn't taking it. As things continually, and as in 2022, I had barriers to getting it every day. There were times I did miss, but I have enough. I think I have enough of that med I was struggling with in my system now that when adding more and more as the time goes on, the mood is becoming more regulated, and it's able to be more controlled. And with having the slowdown of all the excessive soda drinking over the past week, I'm starting to see a better and more. It's a mood that's not making me depressed. It's a mood that's not making me sad, and I'm truly thankful. This week has been such a productive week, and it has been icing on the cake that I was discharged from mobile services and graduated successfully. That is a big step for me, and I wouldn't think it would happen. And the plan was to be discharged in August, but I feel that now is a perfect time because I'm really in a good place and I'm doing very well. It's a big step, and I'm ready, and I think I'll be fine. I was fine before, but before I was, into the heavy non-medicating, and now I have a delicate balance, and I have the tools in my toolbox necessary in order to take care of myself and know when things are wrong and know, when to have things addressed. So that is a big step there. The new year brings on new ideas, new thoughts, new things. Today is a First Friday. Our town has a little First Fridays thing to support small businesses, and I participated in that today. So we're all starting new traditions. That's a big thing, and I can see the gratitude that I receive and the accomplishments that I receive, and things are only going to get better in 2023, physically, mentally, spiritually. New year, new me in 2023. That is what it is going to be. And I think we're going to see better things come on down the road. Hopefully within the next few weeks, I get into the gym. I'm hoping, trying to beat the anxiety of doing that, getting back in the more swing of things that were pre-pandemic. And it seems to slow, and I'm seeing the value of having to not isolate myself as much as I was in the past. So things are definitely looking up. They are looking better. I'm hoping to make this year great, and I hope you join me for the journey. As always, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest at Dustin's Dynasty. You can follow me on the web at www.dustinsdynastyusa.com, and you can follow me on TikTok at Dustin's Dynasty ASD. And there's also a mirrored YouTube channel that has the TikToks on if you're not into the app. I've been starting to get back on there. That's another thing I've been starting, and it seems to be picking up well, and everybody's glad that I'm back. And I hope to keep that into my routine for 2023. Be sure to like and subscribe this video, and take care and stay safe out there. We'll talk at you next week. Bye for now.